It's cheap. This is my grandparents. This is my grandparents. Blomberg 8 kilogram. This is the Blomberg 8 kilogram double A class Greenplus. Anyway, this is the Blomberg 8 kilogram double A class Greenplus. Anyway, yep. So yeah, this is my grandparents is Blomberg. Anyway, yep. And the model is, well, the model is now, as you can see, the model there. You got model is TKF8451. No, but it's the same model what we got anyway. It's the same model what we got anyway. Yep. But it's obviously got some bedding loaders in there. It's just obviously got some bedding loaders in there, which has obviously been done in the Bosch anyway, which has obviously been done on the extra dry stock. I think is already done anyway. So as you can tell here, this dry has definitely got a different tub. This is a different tub it's got there. And also it's got a light in there as well. As you can tell, this dryer's got a light inside anyway. It's got a very nice light inside the dryer. No, it's got a light inside the dryer anyway, yep. As you can see here, that's got a light in there anyway, yep. It's got a very nice light to it. No, it's got a light inside the dryer anyway. It's got a nice light inside the dryer anyway, yep. And the new paddles, it's got very nice new paddles it's got anyway. Very nice sturdy honeycomb drum. It's got a very nice sturdy honeycomb drum anyway, yep. I think the tubs have been changed on that. I think that most of the tubs have been changed off. So, you know, the tubs have just been changed anyway. Yep. I don't think my dryer doesn't have honeycomb drum. My dryer doesn't have one anyway. Yep. Obviously, I have done an AV on there before anyway. But I'm also going to show you the AV on this dryer anyway. Yep, of the Blomberg TKF8451 anyway. Yep. It's got very nice. It's got one pad in the back and one. It's got one pad at the back here and one pad at the front anyway. Yep. But it's the same. It's the same kilogram. Obviously, it's the same 8 kilogram what we just had anyway. Yep. So as you can tell, this dryer's an 8 kilogram. It's 8 kilogram dry obviously anyway, which is same, probably same for the Bosch obviously anyway. Well, I ain't gonna put that in obviously anyway, because it's got some few loaders in the dryer. It's got a few loaders in the dryer anyway. Yep. Here over here you got the fluffer. You got the fluffer just there obviously. The fluffer is just right there anyway. Fluffer is there anyway. Yep. As you can tell, this dry, it's still got the same amount of door around it. It's got the same amount of door around it anyway. It's got a amount of door around anyway. Actually, I'm not going to start that one anyway. Yep. And here this has got a 3-year guarantee. As you can see, you got the guarantee there. It's the 3-year part guarantee anyway. Yep. Got a condensing tank there. You got the condensing tank right there anyway. Yep. After, because I think it's the same what we got, but it's the same what we got anyway. Yep. But your first cycle you got here is the Cotton's Extra. You got the Cotton's Extra Dry cycle there. You got a Cotton's Extra Dry. You got Cotton's Extra Dry cycle anyway. Spin time you could do a 600. You could do a 1600 spin time. You could do anyway. You could do a 1600 spin time anyway. Yep. You have buzzer count anyway. You have buzzer count and decrease option, and you also have the John less level. You have anyway, which you can increase the time anyway. You could do which you could increase down the time anyway. Yep. So you got your Cotton's Extra Dry cycle there. You got the Cotton's Extra Dry cycle. You got there. Cotton's Extra Dry. You got there. And then here, this is the very different one. Obviously, this is the very different program. This is the very similar program what we got anyway. This is very similar anyway. But because my dryer doesn't have one of these anyway. So you got your Cotton's Cover Dry cycle there. You got Cotton's Cover Dry anyway. Yep. Spin time is at 1600 again. You know, max spin time is at 1600 anyway. So you can have battery count, dryness level you could do, but again you can only increase the time again. You can increase the time anyway. Yep. And you can have an anti-crease option there as well. You can have an anti-crease option there anyway. Yep. I think because my dryer doesn't have one of these anyway, but does obviously anyway. Yep. But it's the same program what we just had really. But it's the same program what we had anyway. Yep. So yeah, it's the same program what we had anyway. Yep. So yeah, I think as this is the Cotton's Cover Dry cycle you got there anyway. Yep. As you can tell, you got there. That's the Cotton's Extra Dry cycle you got there anyway. And then you got your Cotton's Iron Dry cycle there. You got the Cotton's Iron Dry. You definitely got there. You got the Cotton's Iron Dry cycle there. You got the Cotton's Iron Dry anyway. Yep. So you have got the Cotton's Iron Dry cycle there. You got Cotton's Iron Dry anyway. Yep. Spin time is at 1600. Spin time is just at 1600 anyway. Yep. So yeah, spin times at 1600 anyway. Yep. You can have buzzer count, obviously you can have buzzer count anyway. And you could increase the time again. You could just do dryness level again, and you could do increase again obviously anyway. You only could do a dryness level on there. You could do dryness level anyway. Yep. So that's the Cotton's Iron Dry cycle you got there. That's the Cotton's Iron Dry you got there anyway. That's the Cotton's Iron Dry you got there anyway. Yep. And you got the synthetics cover dry. Yeah, you got the synthetics cover dry. You got the synthetics cover dry. Obviously, you got synthetics cover dry. Anyway, I think this dry has it anyway. But so you got the synthetics cover dry. You got the synthetics one. You know, you got the synthetics anyway. Synthetics cover dry. You got there. Spin time is just at 1,000. Obviously, spin time is at 1,000 anyway. Yeah. But if you want to do a longer dry cycle, you can obviously you could increase down the spin time to 600 anyway. So yeah. So you got the buzz, you can have buzz recount obviously anyway. So you can have dryness level there, you can have dryness level and decrease as well obviously anyway. So you can have all options on that anyway. You can have all options on that anyway. You can have all options anyway on the synthetics cover dry anyway. Yep. And then you got the synthetics iron dry. You got that. You basically got the synthetics iron dry. You got basically synthetics iron dry. You basically got that synthetics iron dry anyway. Yep. So you could do increase the spin time about 600 again. You could do a spin time at 600 anyway. Yep. Which is only does 11 minute dry obviously. Which is does 11. It's only does 11 minutes dry. It doesn't. It's only just does 11 minutes dry anyway. Yep. It just only takes around 11 minutes to dry anyway of the Blomberg anyway. You can have buzz recount. You can have dryness level and decrease. You can have this time anyway. You can have and decrease anyway. But I normally set spins be about 800 anyway. It's normally 800 we could do anyway. Yep. Yeah, I think it's a very spend time to do 800 anyway. Yep, on the synthetics iron dry anyway. But the Cotton's iron dry is a rubbish one. Cotton's iron dry is the rubbish for load anyway. Yep, Cotton's iron dry is a really rubbish one anyway. And then you got your Fisco dry there. You got the Fisco drying. You got there. You got the Fisco drying. You just got there. You got the Fisco drying. You got there. Can't just the spin time. Obviously, you can't just the spin time. Obviously, you can't just spin time on that anyway. You can't just the spin time anyway. You can't actually reduce the spin time anyway. You can't actually reduce the spin time anyway. Yep. So you could have buzz recount. You could have buzz recount on that anyway. You could have buzz recount anyway. Yep. So yeah, you can actually have buzz recount anyway. Yep. So you can have dryness level anyway. You can have dryness level and anti-crease as well. You can have anti-crease on that anyway. Yep. You can actually have anti-crease anyway on the Fisco drying. So I get on the Fisco drying anyway. Yep. So yeah, you can have Fisco drying on that anyway. Which only could just turns clockwise. It does anyway. Yep. And you got the jeans drying there. You got the jeans drying. You got there. Got the jeans drying. You got that anyway. Yep. You have actually got a jeans drying. Obviously, you got a jeans drying there. Obviously, the jeans drying. Yeah, jeans drying is only separates the demon anyway. Yep. So spin time you could do is at 1600. You could do 1600 spin time on that anyway. Yep. So you have buzz recount, dryness level, and anti-crease you could do anyway. You could do anti-crease on that anyway. Yep. So you can actually do anti-crease anyway. Yep. On the jeans drying cycle anyway. Yep. And you got the shirts drying cycle there. You got the shirts drying cycle. You got there. You got a shirts drying cycle, which you could dry for shirts anyway. Which you could dry for shirts anyway. Spin speed is 400. It's got 400 spin time to it anyway. You can have buzz recount, dryness level, and anti-crease you could do anyway. You could do an anti-crease anyway on the shirt cycle, on the shirts drying anyway. Yep. And then you got your the bedding drying. You got a bedding drying. You got the bedding drying, which you could do which you only could just dry for duvets. Which you only could dry for duvets. Which you could dry for duvets. You can obviously dry for duvets anyway. Yep. Spin time is at 1,000. Spin time is at 1,000 anyway. And you can have buzz recount, dryness level. You can have dryness level and anti-crease you could do anyway. You could do an anti-crease there as well. You could do an anti-crease anyway. Yep. Yeah, bedding drying is only separates the duvet anyway. It's just only separates the duvet drying, which is the duvet, obviously, which is the duvet drying anyway. Yep. And you got wall refresh there. You got the wall refresh there. You got wall refresh anyway. Yep. You can't do a spin time on that. You can't just the spin time. It's just obviously at 600 anyway. It takes around 8 minutes. It does. It takes around 8 minutes anyway. I can't really polish the last cycle anyway. The wall refresh I can't actually use. Anyway. I can't actually use the wall refresh because I haven't seen it yet anyway. Because I haven't actually get chance to see the wall refresh cycle anyway. Yep. I think it just turns clockwise and then also just pauses into and then the fan just comes on anyway and then just keeps going and does anyway. So you can have buzz recount, can have dryness level, and also you can have anti-crease on there as well, obviously anyway. But it's the same as mine what we got with. It's the same mine obviously. It's the same what we got anyway. And you got the mixed drying there. You got mixed drying, which you could do spin time is at you could do a spin time at 400 anyway. TKF's buzzword count, dryness level, and also you could do increase as well, obviously, anyway. But again, you only can increase the time again. You can increase the time anyway. You could just increase the time anyway. And you got the sportwear cycle there. You got a sportwear cycle. You got the sportwear cycle there. Anyway, you got the sportswear cycle anyway. Yeah. You got a sportwear cycle anyway. Spend time is at 400 anyway. Yeah. You can have buzzword count, dryness level, and increase you can have anyway. Which you can obviously increase the time again anyway. Yeah. But obviously that's the same program on the Bosch Very Perfect, and that's the same program. That's definitely the same program on the Bosch Very Perfect anyway. Yeah. I think the Bosch Very Perfect has that program anyway. And then here you got the shirts 30 cycle. You got the shirts 30 minute cycle anyway. You got the shirts 30 minute cycle anyway. This is the 35 minutes shirts anyway. This is 35 minutes anyway. So you can have buzzword count, obviously. You can have buzzword count anyway. Again, you can increase the time again. Anyway, you could just do about 5 minutes, obviously. You could do a 5 minute time, obviously. But normally, without the dryness level, you only could do 30 minute drying. You could do anyway. But the plus, you only have 35 minutes, and the minus, you have 25 minutes anyway. Yep. On the shirts 30 cycle anyway. Yep. It's only 30 minute shirt, obviously, anyway, which is the special one anyway. Yep. And you got the laundry cycle there. You got laundry cycle. You got there. Spin speed is at 1000, obviously. Spin speed is at 1000 anyway. So you can increase the time again. You could do a 10 minute, obviously. This is a 10 minute increase time you could do anyway. Yep. And you could do an anti-crease option as well, and also you could do it with the anti-crease option, obviously. Anyway, if you want to do longer dry, that's fine, obviously. Anyway, so if you can obviously do a longer dry on that anyway, on the laundry cycle anyway. And you also got the timer program there. You got a timer program there. This is the low heat and high heat setting you could do anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to show you anyway. You've got 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 80 minutes, 100 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes, and 1 hour 40 minutes, 1 hour 60 minutes. You only could do 1 hour 60 minutes. That's a very long drawn, obviously. But I think that tells you the time anyway. Yep. Which you could do it 2 hours 40 minutes anyway. That's a high here, but 10 minutes is low here. Obviously 10 minutes is low here anyway. You can have buzzword count, can't have dryness level, you can have increase anyway. And the last one you got there is the refresh. Anyway, you got refresh drying. You got that's refresh drying. You got that, which is the cool down, obviously, which is the cool down setting you could do anyway. Which is basically a cool down setting you could do anyway. It's just basically a cool down anyway. Can't do spend time. You can buzzword count. You can't have dryness level. You can have increase. You can have increase anyway. Obviously, I think the refresh is just the cool down. Yeah, I think the refresh cycle is the cool down anyway, which you could do a cool down setting. You could do anyway. Which you could do a cool down setting on that anyway. You can obviously do a cool down setting anyway. And you got your off non setting there. You got off non setting. Obviously, that's in your off non setting. And then below there, you got the time delay there. Obviously, anyway, you can only press hold on that anyway. And also, it just tells you increase time again anyway. So it's 24-hour delay, obviously. Actually, this just shows you it just shows you 26 hour. It's just 26 and 50 minute delay you could do anyway. This just shows you 26. It's 26 50 minutes delay you could do anyway. A bit on that anyway. And it also you got a cancel press hold 3 seconds. You got cancel press hold 3 seconds anyway. And also this just speeds obviously. Yeah, I think the end cycle means we could. This is the end of the end cycle you could do anyway. But I think the end means we should do an end of cycle anyway. Yeah, which is the Condenser drawing where you could do an end of cycle anyway. Yeah. So yeah, and this bit here you got a child lock there. Obviously you got child lock thingy there anyway. That's the child lock thingy you got there anyway. It's basically a child lock like got there, which means you can't turn the dial. Obviously you can't turn the dial anyway. And the spin time is other ways of doing it. It says, but it's this way. It just says can't anyway, and then also it's also just this turns off anyway. And you got the fluffer. You got the condensed heat pump filter there. Obviously, this is the heat pump filter you got there anyway. Yeah. So yeah, this is my grandparents. It's Blomberg A-kilogram and AA class Greenplus TKF8451 anyway, and there's the Bosch Very Perfect right there as well. Bosch Very Perfect right there anyway. Might do more drawing of that soon anyway, but yeah. So okay, just bye.